Hey guys, Steven again, and it is May the 19th at 7:32 a.m. here on my side of the world, and today I'm going to take you through some of my morning analysis. So the purpose of these videos is to give you an idea of what I look for in the mornings in order to get involved in trades throughout the afternoon. So what we'll be doing is going down my list of pairs that I trade, and I'll be talking you through exactly what I'm looking for, which will be breaks of structure, consolidation, and retests of structure. So if we get any of those things, I will be explaining to you how I plan to make them into trading opportunities using strategies that I teach here on my YouTube channel. I'll post a link to my YouTube channel in the bottom right hand side of your screen, and you can click it if you have not seen any of my strategy tutorials or other morning analysis videos. There's a large amount of free educational content on my channel, so make sure to check that out. For now, I'll let the intro and disclaimer roll, and I'll be right back. Welcome back, guys. So let's start here on the euro-dollar hourly chart. I always start my morning analysis with hourly charts. I look for trading opportunities here, and then I see if they have confluence with daily or 4-hour structure in order to place that trade. And here on the hourly chart, we can see that we are in a downtrend. And just to give you an idea of what I would be looking for during this downtrend, I'm going to draw some things on the chart that I think will be helpful. So the main idea of this is while we are in a downtrend, we are trying to get involved in the direction of the trend, which would be down. And we are looking for the safest place to do that. The safest place being a place that we can get stops above and feel protected. So if I have stops above this level and price action blows through it, then I know that I was probably wrong anyway, and it's a good idea for me to be out of that trade. Whereas if you were just to sell at random points on this pullback here, say you were to sell right here, and the market continued up and then dropped off here. Well, at this point, where are your stops going to go? If you decided to sell there and you put your stop loss here, then you missed out on a good trading opportunity because you were not aware that you needed to have your stops in a safe place above previous structure. Now, as you can see, there's no way you would have gotten a very good risk reward if you would have put your stops here, and that's why we have to wait on a larger pullback into our zone. So a good thing to practice would be every time you see a break and close below or above a structure level, then create a zone after that break from the lowest swing low to the next highest swing high, like we've done here. Here's our break and close right here, and here is our zone. Now there are actually two ways to take advantage of this. The first way that we just discussed, which is a pullback into our zone and then an entry reason of your choice. You could even do an entry reason that would be just a lower close. So for instance, if we had this in our zone, this lower low candle here in red, that may be hard to see, hold on. Okay, so if we had a lower low candle in our zone, then we can go short. This is not a strategy that I use, but this is something you could use in order to make up a strategy for trend continuation. Well, if we have our entry here, then our stop loss could be up here, and our target could be down at previous structure, giving us more than a 1-to-1 and a safe place to put stops. This is our first option. The second option, if you were a little more aggressive, would be to either wait on this, or you could wait for a double top or just retest of structure anywhere after the break and close below a level. There we have a break and close. Price action comes down, puts in a high, retests that high, And you could sell the retest of that high if you wanted to be more aggressive, because this would give you a safe enough place to put stops. Now you could put your stops up here. And it would still give you a pretty good risk to reward. Targets a previous structure. Stops above your retest. And this is the most basic way to trade price action. While in a trending market, we are looking for one of two things. Either a retracement high enough into our zone that we can put stops above previous swing highs and have a good enough risk reward, or a retest after a break and close below or above a previous structure level. So let's go through the market and see what else we can find to trade today. That's what we'll be looking for here on the euro dollar, is a retest of this zone here in order to get involved, or as we discussed earlier, a more aggressive entry would be on any kind of resistance made and a retest of that resistance. Moving on, Aussie New Zealand. Here we see that we've started breaking into new lows, going into a downtrend. So if we were to use the strategy that we discussed on the previous pair, and here, if you were more aggressive trader, you do have your break and close below, resistance level made, pullback, and a retest of that resistance level, which is what we talked about on the previous pair. So if you were more aggressive, you could have sold that retest with stops above the structure level. And targets down at previous structure, which would have given you a pretty good risk to reward and a pretty safe place to put stops. Now let's keep going in our morning analysis. Now on this pair, the only thing we would be waiting for is a retest up here, or of course, like we just discussed, a structure level to be made and then to be retested. Dollar Swiss, this is the pair we actually took a trade on yesterday using the moving average strategy that I posted a video for yesterday. If you haven't checked that out, make sure to do so. I will put a link in the bottom right hand side of the screen. That is a limited time video. I will be taking it down after 30 days, so make sure you head over there and check it out before that time. This is a 2-target winner. We actually won first targets yesterday and we hit our second targets early this morning, banking in a total of about 76 pips on this day trade, which we took on the 15-minute chart, so that's not too bad. But as for right now, I really don't see a way to get a trading opportunity on this pair again, so we'll continue down the list. Pound Swiss, same thing. Little zone here that we're looking for a retracement into, possibly a higher high, higher close in order to get involved. Now, as I said, that's not a strategy that I actually use. I have different reasons for entry that I have in my trading plan in order to get involved back at previous levels of structure. Next, we got the dollar Canada. And the thing about impulsive moves like this on an hourly chart is we see here that we've been in a straight up line. Well, if we would have been awake for the majority of this impulsive move, this would have been a very good opportunity to take some of those simple pattern trades that I've discussed in previous videos. I actually have a tutorial on how I use simple patterns in order to profit from the Forex market. So if you haven't seen that, make sure to check it out. Again, I'll post a link in the bottom right hand side of your screen. But here on the hourly, we see that we've got a very impulsive move. Now, if we drop down to about the 15-minute or the 5-minute chart, I can almost guarantee you that there has been some very nice simple pattern trades. Here we are on the 15, probably going to be easier to see these on the 5. Alright, so here we have a nice flag pattern. Very nice simple pattern. Right here would be our entry. And as you can see, nice win, breakout strategy, nice win, could have been 50 pips or so, depending on how long you held the position. Here we have another form of consolidation. Again, these simple patterns are just brief forms of consolidation before a trend will continue, if it is going to continue. And here is our nice little wedge pattern, brief form of consolidation. There's our entry, and obviously could have been a win depending on stop placement and target placement. So when you start to see these really impulsive moves on higher time frames, then always remember to check down on your lower time frames for some of those simple patterns. Next up is going to be the Euro Pound. Here, as with other pairs, just creating our zone, looking for either this or this. Next up, the Euro Aussie. And here on the Euro Aussie, we've been in a form of consolidation for a while. And once you can figure out how to spot this consolidation before it happens, you can really take advantage of the market using advanced patterns. So we actually have 3 advanced patterns here on the screen, and I'll give you a second to see if you can spot them. These are all advanced patterns that we were able to take advantage of throughout the course of last week and on into this week. Do you see them yet? The first one is coming from here. It is going to be a bat pattern. The second one from our impulsive move here, also another bat pattern. And our third is just now completing. Pulling from our impulsive leg here. So as you can see, if you can figure out when to tell if the market's consolidating and when to tell if it's in trend, then these advanced patterns can be very powerful tools for you to use. As for trading opportunities today, the bat pattern that we have here is the only trade that we are interested in on this pair because we are in consolidation, so we are not looking for any trend continuation trades. Moving on to the New Zealand dollar. As you can see here, we are already involved in a trade, and what I'll do now is go ahead and talk you through how we ended up getting involved in this trade. So the first thing I noticed on my hourly chart is that we are in a downtrend. I know that because we most previously broke our lows here. These lows were violated. We came up to retest our support level here, and we were rejected by this long candle wick here. Now seeing that, I knew that I wanted to get involved in a short position here, and I just wanted to find a way. So once the market came down and rallied back up here, I decided to head down to the 15-minute chart and see if there was any day trading opportunities. So let's go there now. Down here on the 15, you see that we actually have a nice retest, which is something that we've been talking about throughout this video. Breakdown, resistance level made, retest of that resistance level, stops above here, targets at a previous resistance. We have a pretty good risk reward set up on this trade, and we feel that our stops are in a safe place because they are above our previous resistance level, which is here. About a 2-to-1 on this trade, and we are pushing down now, getting even closer to targets. Hopefully they will be hit so we can take the rest of the day off. Totally kidding about that. I will be trading for the rest of the day. If not trading, then putting together website content. And if I delete all this, you'll also see that this was actually a trade according to our moving average strategy as well. And this is another reason that I was involved in this trade. Once I saw a retest of resistance while in a downtrend, and also a rejection off of our 100 EMA, then I decided that taking this trade would be a very good decision because I have confluence of two different strategies confirming that my analysis should be correct. Now, whether or not it will be, we have no idea, but I know that the market should go down considering the fact that we are in a downtrend, have previously broken structure, come up, made resistance, come up, made resistance, retested that resistance, also rejecting off of the 100 EMA while the 100 EMA is below the 200 EMA. Having all that going for me made this trading decision very easy. And again, if you have not seen the video tutorial on my moving average strategy, then I'll post a link in the bottom right hand side of your screen where you can head over to my channel and check that video out. So that's all the pairs we have time to look at today. I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. I hope you leave this video a bit less confused about the markets than you were when you came in. And if this video did help you out, then make sure to leave me a comment letting me know so I know to produce more content like this one. And also, my website is almost completed. I will have a landing page where you can go and subscribe, putting in your email where I can alert you when the website launches and also alert you to any other free educational content that I decide to provide. And for anyone that subscribes within the first 30 days of my landing page being created, I'm going to send you screenshots of trades that I'm taking. Now, this will not be anything like a signal service. All this will be is me trying to help you to understand what I'm seeing using these strategies that I teach here on YouTube, just to give you a better idea of how I look at the market. So make sure you keep a lookout for that. I will post a video once the landing page does launch and tell you the web address so you'll have an opportunity to go over there and subscribe to the page. Now, if you're new, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel where I do come out with very valuable free educational content, normally at least once a week. And that's all for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon. Hey guys, so just an update on our New Zealand dollar trade. We did come down to hit our targets here at previous structure. Gave ourselves a risk reward of about a 2-to-1, entering on our moving average rejection trade, as well as a couple of other forms of technical analysis. And now we've actually broke into lower lows and come back up to retest possibly these highs and our 100 EMA again. So possibly another trading opportunity shaping up here on the New Zealand dollar. Don't forget to keep an eye out for that website. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video for me, and I'll talk to you guys next time.